Welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and today we will be discussing about the sexual harassment of women at workplace, Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act of 2013, popularly referred to as the POSH Act. The act is primarily based on the case of Vishakha versus State of Rajasthan of 1997, in which the Supreme Court issued guidelines with regards sexual harassment of women at workplace. Although even before the said case in the year 1993, India had ratified the Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Violence Against Women, the Act could not come into force until 2013. The present Act, along with CEDAW and Vishakha guidelines, also seeks to give effect to principles of Articles 14, 15, 19 and 21 of the Indian Constitution. Before we get into the details of the Act, let's have a look at what is meant by the term workplace under the Act. Section 2 defines workplace and includes government sector, private sector, hospitals and nursing homes, sports institutes, dwelling place or house, or even a place visited by an employee during the course of employment. The term aggrieved woman, meaning the victim of sexual harassment, can be of any age and can be employed or not in reference to a workplace, and in reference to a dwelling place or house can be of any age but has to be employed in the said dwelling place or house, meaning if the victim is a housemaid, she has to be an employee of the house. Although the Act covers sexual harassment against household workers, but agricultural laborers are not covered by the Act. Also, the armed forces do not fall within the ambit of the POSH Act. Now let's take a look at what is meant by sexual harassment. Sexual harassment under the POSH Act will mean one or more of the following. Number 1, physical contact and advances. Number 2, demand or request for sexual favors. Number 3, making sexually colored remarks. Number 4, showing pornography. And number 5, any other conduct of a sexual nature. In addition to the above, there's more that would amount to sexual harassment under the Act. Number 1, a promise of preferential treatment. 2, threat to detrimental treatment. 3, threat about the women's present or future employment status. Number 4, creating an intimidating or offensive or hostile work environment. And number 5, humiliating treatment affecting her health and safety. This would all amount to sexual harassment. Now there are several duties that have been mandated upon the employer for the prevention of sexual harassment at workplace. The first thing that every employer has to do is to constitute an internal complaints committee if the organization has more than 10 workers. However, in case of unorganized sector, meaning the organization having less than 10 workers, or when there is no internal complaints committee, a local complaints committee is constituted for every district to look after the complaints of sexual harassment against employers in a district. The members of the internal complaints committee comprise of social workers, NGOs and persons having legal knowledge, along with a presiding officer who is employed at a senior level in the organization. And of the total members, half have to be women. When we talk about the local complaints committee, the district officer, who can be a district magistrate, additional district magistrate, collector or a deputy collector, and such district officer designates a nodal officer who shall receive complaints and forward the same to the local complaints committee of the district. The members of the local complaints committee includes eminent social workers, women working in block or tehsil or ward or municipality in the district, NGO members, person with background of law or having legal knowledge, officer dealing with social welfare of women or child development in the district. The POSH Act has been vital in protecting women at workplace from sexual harassment. It cannot be denied that to some extent, this statute has fulfilled the long existing void for a redressal mechanism for working women. And with that, I thank you for watching Verdictum. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more such informative content. And download our app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.